might notice it's a little bit whiter outside. We are getting snow right now. We did not expect it to get this cold, so now we have to strategize a little bit about keeping the RV warm enough. Anybody who knows RVs knows that there's a danger of having your tanks freeze and just water lines and all that stuff. So it's gonna make staying at the RV parks a little bit more complicated for the next few days. Since it's been so cold, we've not only had to change what we've been doing inside the RV, but of course outside. It's been getting into the low 20s, high teens even, and we've been okay this way so far. But I'm very glad that before we started this road trip back home, that we bought a little ceramic heater for the, I guess if you want to call it the utility bay here. That has kept everything toasty. I know some people just use a drop light and an old school light bulb to keep it warm, but I have a lot more faith in a little ceramic heater keeping it much warmer in there. I'm sure it's keeping the tanks a little bit warm too, which is nice. The ceramic heater we got is pretty low wattage. It's billed as like a heater to put on your desk and keep your personal space warm. It really, even if you put your hand right in front of it, it doesn't get that hot, but certainly warm enough to keep it from freezing up in here. I'm way less concerned about any of the tanks compared to any of the fresh water, if you want to call them pipes, more like tubes in this thing. I do not want anything to freeze up and break this close to selling it. That would be bad news. The other thing that we changed is that obviously we're not leaving the freshwater hose or the sewer hose connected at night. We fill up with fresh water when we get to the site because we don't want to drive around with it, and then just dump the gray and black tanks before we take off for the day. The little ceramic heater we've been hooking up on its own electric line, so we're not blowing any fuses inside the RV since we already have a space heater going in there. Might be a little bit too much power to be drawing from it. It's actually been so cold that we didn't even put the jacks down last night because I was worried that they'd freeze to the ground. And we might be being a little bit too serious about how cold it is, but it doesn't sound as crazy because we definitely saw the neighbor out this morning with his hair dryer trying to unfreeze his pipes. Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, it works, but I'd rather not have it happen in the first place.
Oh my gosh. So we have heat in here if you're new to RVing and wondering what RVing in the snow is like. We have heat. It's propane heat. But what really helps, because then you have to fill up your propane tank all the time, we also have an electric space heater. So since we're plugged in at the RV park, we're just using their electric to run this heater. This is on our must-have RVer list. This has been running all day, every day for the past 2 months. RVing in the snow is not impossible, but it is more challenging. The ceramic heater for outside and the space heater for inside are great to have as a just in case if you're going to be anywhere where it might get cold or at elevation. Check out our series Tripped RV for our RV adventure from Florida to Alaska, or subscribe for more Tim and Finn.